All right, let's dive into something really interesting today, a breakdown of the browser game experience. We're looking at an opinion piece that argues, in a world where our attention spans are getting shorter and shorter, success isn't really about amazing graphics. It's about something way more basic. It's about speed. Okay, let's get into it.
So let me just ask you a quick question. Just think about it. When you're scrolling on your phone and a page is loading slowly, how long do you actually give it before you're out? A couple seconds? Maybe not even that?
Well, according to the source material we're looking at, that little window of time, that's everything. For browser games, the entire fight for your attention is either won or lost in those first few moments. If it's not instant, it's basically broken. So, here's how we're going to break this all down. We'll start with what's called the 5-second test. Then we'll get into why Frictionless is king. After that, we'll see how these sites become more than just games. Then we'll look at a fair bit of criticism in the next level. And finally, we'll tie it all together with the winning formula.
Okay, first up, the 5-second test. This is all about that gut reaction, that immediate make-or-break moment when someone first lands on a gaming site.
Now, you gotta picture the typical user here. This isn't some hardcore gamer planning a whole evening of play. No. This is someone with maybe 5 minutes to kill, phone in one hand, ready to bail at the slightest sign of a headache. That context, it is absolutely everything. And that whole idea leads us right into the most important section here. Frictionless is king. The main point of the piece is that the #1 advantage of browser gaming is just how easy it is to start. It's all about removing every single barrier to play. And this slide just lays it out perfectly, right? A single click to play a game feels light. It's no big deal. It's an invitation to just try something out. But a download? Ugh, that feels like homework. Suddenly you're thinking about storage space, waiting for a progress bar. The impulse, the fun, it just vanishes. And I absolutely love this quote from the piece. It nails it. A player wants a game to open like a door. Simple. But when you add accounts, installs, updates, you're basically putting 3 heavy locks on that door. And most people are just going to turn right around. So here's the key takeaway. This isn't just about making things easy. It's about building trust. When a site has a simple, clean layout that gets you playing fast, it's showing you that it respects your time. In this world, good design isn't just about looking pretty, it's a core feature of the entire experience. Okay, so you get people in the door. How do you get them to come back? Well, that's our next section. A good site has to be more than just a list of games. It needs to give you context. The source lays out this really smart, simple little hierarchy. Of course, the games are the main draw. That's step 1. But the next 2 layers are what really matter for return visits. Guides and reviews for context, and video for the proof. And think about what this stuff actually does for you. A review can tell you, hey, is this game chill or is it super intense? Does it even work on my phone? And video? Video is the ultimate shortcut. You can see the gameplay in seconds. This whole mix turns what could be random wandering into a really useful, memorable destination. But, nothing's perfect. So for our 4th section, we're going to dig into the honest criticism from the opinion piece. It's about looking at the main weakness and figuring out how to get to the next level. And the biggest problem is something we have all felt: choice overload. I mean, a library of 500 games sounds awesome, but it can be totally paralyzing. I love the analogy here. It's like a vending machine with 50 unmarked buttons. You have no idea where to even start. A player doesn't need more doors. They need to be shown a few good doors to try first.
So what's the fix? Well, it's all about better signposting. Really simple things like featured picks, trending tags, or even just a little label that says "New this week." These cues cut through all the noise. They tell the player, hey, this place is alive, it's curated, and here's a good place to start. It helps them find a win fast.
Which brings us to our final section, the winning formula. This is where we take all these ideas and boil them down to one simple, powerful concept. First things first, speed. That instant, frictionless experience is what gets you that initial click. It earns you that first moment of their attention. But speed alone isn't enough to make people stick around. It's the useful context, the guides, the videos, the smart suggestions that gives them a reason to come back again and again.
So there you have it. That's the formula, the whole thesis in a nutshell. Speed earns the attention, but useful context earns the return visit. It's that beautiful balance that really defines success in this space.
So we'll leave you with this thought to chew on.
This idea of fast over flashy is so much bigger than just browser games, right? In this hyper-fast world we live in, where time and attention are the ultimate currencies, where else do you see this playing out? Where else is the smartest design choice not to add more features, but to just get out of the way?